Hi everyone, I'm Natasha Bray. I'm a success mastery coach for women who want to unlock the ultimate up level. I'm also the pioneer of a method called HeartHealing, and EmmaJanes has been in my HeartHealing Mastery Mastermind. We're going to be talking about the incredible shifts and experiences that Emma has had going through the Mastery Mastermind. And the results that she's seen for herself and with her clients, and sharing a bit more about Emma and what she does with you today. Okay, right, Emma, handing over to you now. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what you do?
It's hard to know where to start really, but I'll start with what I do. I started doing soul purpose readings a while ago, and I really enjoy it, helping people sort of discover what their purpose is in life.
Yeah.
And it's a reflection of my own journey, really. You know, I was seeking the same for myself, and now that I'm clear on that, I feel I can help others to find that out for themselves.
Amazing.
That's,
And you've got lots of other skills and things that you've trained in as well
yeah.
that you bring into this unique package. Tell us
Yeah.
about the tools in your toolbox that you bring to your clients, isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started off life in corporate world, but I jumped out and started hypnotherapy and coaching and did a lot of mindset work. And then I grew into more energy work, working in those modalities,
Yeah,
because I didn't feel that the mindset got to everything, if you know what I mean.
I agree. Yeah.
It did dealt with a lot of layers and the initial layers and what have you, but I needed to go deeper to really release myself from things that were still holding me back.
Yeah.
So yes, I had to sort of go further, go into the energy worlds and beyond, basically, to manage to do that.
And what was it about the Mastery Mastermind that attracted you to wanting to sign up?
It was exactly that. It blended together things that I had already experienced and found incredibly powerful in terms of healing and transformation. And when I discovered, heart healing for myself, it was like mind blowing. It was the essence of many things just blend together in this perfect delivery, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it just really ticked the boxes. And I think, the whole mastermind itself, it's not just about the heart healing in some ways, is it? There's all the business development side as well, which is always immensely powerful because I love doing what I do.
Mm,
Not very good at the business side of it. And I'm
mm,
watching you over the years and how you have developed your business organically. And that's how I want to develop my own business.
yeah.
And so I've loved watching you. And then the opportunity to learn how you have done it is
Mm,
always incredibly generous of you to share it, but also impactful on us. And being in part of a group, again, I love that.
yeah.
We get the benefit of you, but we get the benefit of everyone else in that group too, and the energy in that group, and we're all there really wanting to do something to really share it with the world.
Mm, mm.
Collectively, we come together, and energetically, we help each other to move forward, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of people that will relate to that, especially people who are in the healing industry, whether it's therapy, coaching, energy work, that they struggle to sell what they do. They love what they do, they get good results, but they struggle to sell it because they didn't come into business to be a marketing or a salesperson. They've come in to help. And it's almost like you need to be good at that side of things as well in order to grow.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. And obviously, even though the group is all people with therapy backgrounds, there's no competition in there. Everyone's really supportive of boosting each other and supporting each other to grow themselves and their business.
And I think, something that I've learned even more during this mastermind so far is how we are all so uniquely different. So we might all be offering very similar products or what have you, but we do it from our own hearts. We do it with our own energy, with our own stories and what have you. So we're not in competition. And that is really lovely. It's really powerful.
Yeah. And that is one of the key things, obviously, is around the mastermind helps you to step into your space as an authentic leader. So recognizing your uniqueness, recognize, like packaging up what you do in a unique way so that there is competition then, because you're all so amazing in your own unique way. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
So for you, what would you say is like the biggest changes that you've seen personally? I know we're not quite at the end yet. We've still got a couple of more months, but I'd love you to share shifts that you've seen personally and in your business as well.
Well, I think it was at the beginning of this that I changed my name, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Yes, yes.
Which wasn't something I'd seen coming. That was really weird. So that's related to the work that I do anyway. Yeah. So the soul purpose readings I do are based on the vibration of our birth name. And that took me back to my original birth name and how I had many years ago wanted to reclaim it in some shape or form. And then I hadn't gone through with it. And I redressed that and I found myself changing my name. And it was like a really powerful experience because that symbolized on so many levels and energetically that I was stepping back into me. Yeah. So that very much then reflected in my work, but I had to do it for me first. It was really important. And I find that, well, when I look back, when I started studying, say, hypnotherapy and coaching, I thought I was doing it to become a professional hypnotherapist or professional coach. Mm-hmm. And when I look back, I realized actually I was doing it for me. And I knew when I stepped into this that I knew first and foremost I was doing this for me to have more heart healing, for example, and to learn more professional skills. And that would tip over. You know, the professional side of things are based on self-worth, aren't they, really? And if you don't have a really, I don't know what to say, but a good level of self-worth, then that's going to reflect in how you project your business. So
Jane, your identity, who you are and how you show up massively affects your business and your success that you have in your business. So that's so true.
Yeah.
So what was your experience of heart healing? Obviously you got that, and that individual healing is really important. So that we can be the best that we can be, but also so that we can authentically sell that. You know, I hear of so many people learning a method and selling that method without even having experienced results in it. And that can create a disconnection sometimes, almost a little bit of that imposter syndrome that's quite common in the online industry. What was it like experiencing heart healing as part of the journey? And how was it different to anything you might have tried before?
For me, it was powerful, yet gentle at the same time. As a hypnotherapist, I hadn't previously worked much with people who were actually responding to me, or I was responding in the session, as in relaxed and in trance, yet responding. So that was different, that was new. And it was really interesting how you go into a session consciously thinking, oh, it'd probably be about my mum, for example, and then it's about someone else. Yeah. And this is exactly the stuff that we need to be able to get to clear, which we can't get to on that conscious level. We need to go deeper. So that was my experience. So, you know, coming up with, in this case, it was around my dad, and a lot of clearing around that and resetting and understanding that was revealed through the sessions. And each one of them as well, because it wasn't just a one-off session around the same thing necessarily. It was one layer and then another layer, but each one progressively made a difference and ultimately, creating a transformation in the way I felt about myself in relation to my dad, and sort of the separation, the boundaries that I could then put in, and seeing things from sort of a higher perspective, really. And to do the healing on that higher perspective as well was really powerful.
I think it's you know, an important point you mentioned there. We think we know like what things have affected us in our life, and to some degree, yes, we do. But what I kind of have seen throughout the mastermind and you ladies working with your clients and experiencing heart healing, especially, is it's almost like the heart reveals the hidden things that you weren't sure, you didn't know were having an impact or holding you back in some way.
Yeah, very much so. Definitely.
And have you seen sort of changes in your business across this 4 months?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, things were quite quiet at the beginning.
Mm.
And then it was like a culmination of several things, but um, suddenly things just got really busy. And well, bookings were just coming in left, right, and centre. And it was just like, oh my goodness, where are they coming from? And yeah, it's been phenomenal. It's one thing that there were two things, right, that I was a bit nervous of, that I wouldn't have time. I wouldn't be able to be a good mum still if I got really busy.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with that. So I got really busy. And for me, doing 3 readings a day, I've discovered is too much. I put my heart and soul into it. And there's a lot of preparation as well. And so I've discovered 2 a day is good. And that's where I'm happy. And then I learn how to pitch my price around that too, and the validation that I have from my clients. I know this is really, really valuable work. I can't remember what else I was going to say, but yeah.
So it sounds like there's been a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah. It's been a massive shift. And I think going forward, I don't have the doubts that I used to have, the self-doubts I used to have. I know that I've got a really solid package of offerings here. There's still some learning around how to package it up going forward. But I think that comes, over the next few months, that will become clearer and clearer the more. Because at the moment, I've been working almost predominantly with the soul purpose feedings. But I know that the Pellower is like a follow-on from that. And I know for some people, the heart healing will be immensely important in their progress as well. So it's just learning, how to
Package it together, which is obviously one of the things that we do cover on the mastermind as well. It's like bringing all of your gifts together, how you create the most powerful package with all of those things to get the best results for your clients, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so I think the final question then would be, if someone is interested in learning, in joining the Mastery Mastermind, where they get to obviously transform themselves, learn my techniques. So there's the heart healing, but also all the coaching techniques and how we create packages with that, as well as growing your business, of course. What would you say to anyone who is thinking about joining that?
Well, from my own experience, I can only absolutely say jump in and do it. If you feel that you maybe want to push yourself a bit higher, take your business and yourself, it's got to be about both, really, and understanding that you can't take your business forward unless you take yourself forward.
Yeah.
So if you're ready to do that, do it, because you will inevitably take everything forward. And yeah, that's just the best feeling in the world, really, expanding more into who you really are and fully embracing all your gifts and acknowledging them. And, I think as women, we're very often kept small. Society keeps us small, and all sorts of conditioning out there. And I think actually it's time for us to get a lot bigger, and collectively in this group, God, it's an amazing place to be held, in a sense, to do that and see others doing it. And that inspires you to do more. It's just an amazing place to be, and an amazing group to be in and be part of. Yeah.
Sharing that with us. Well, okay, I'm going to ask you one more thing. Okay, what would be, if you had to pick like one thing that was the best or the favorite thing out of it all, what would that be?
For me, it's the actual technique itself,
Mm,
the heart healing.
mm,
It's just so powerful and gentle and transformative, and it just releases so much, you know. It's just so revealing, and yeah, it just creates shifts that I just don't think can be done easily any other way, and it is easy. That's
right, it
beautiful
takes
about
an
it.
hour as well, so for an
Yeah.
hour, yeah, it is quite
Mm.
profound, the shifts that happen
Mm.
in that time. I like the kind of powerful and it's almost like they're the complete opposites of each other,
Yeah.
but it does describe it well, you know. Somebody else mentioned powerful and, oh no, gentle and deep. So
Mm.
seems to be like a favorite descriptive word, but deep and powerful at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, fab. Well, thank you for sharing all of that with us today, and thank you for spending your time with us. If people want to find out more about you and your incredible soul purpose readings, and you know, these amazing, what I envision for you is mind, heart, soul packages, where you've got the skills to come, you know, to really help people transform in all of those areas for full package. Where can they find out more about you and connect with you?
I've got a website, which is quantumcreationoracle.com.
Wow,
And I've also got my Facebook page, which is EmmaJane Rose.
wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And if you are tempted by the Mastery Mastermind and want to come and learn about heart healing and experience heart healing for yourself and grow your business, grow your therapy business to the six-figure or multi-six-figure level, whatever goal you have for yourself, do get in touch, because we are currently enrolling now for the February Mastery Mastermind. That's it from us. Bye for now.